everyone, my name's Alex, bringing you a new show to YouTube called The Weekly Pop. It's going to be about my journey to 300,000 gamer score. I play mainly on Xbox, a little bit on Windows Phone. I'm going to start dabbling in Windows 10, but this is about my journey to 300,000 gamer score. Now, I started playing Xbox in 2005, launch day in Australia. It was pretty late in the year. I didn't really know what achievements were at the time. When they popped up on the screen, I was like, oh, what is that? Fast forward to 29th of November 2014, that's when I hit 100,000 gamer score. That for me really cemented what the achievement hunting hobby is really all about. I love going for the achievements in games. I'm kind of a completionist, but there's some games that what they want from you is too much compared to the gamer score they give back. I'm looking at you, Gears of War 1, with you seriously. And it was kind of about 2012-ish that I really caught the bug and just started going hard with the achievements. It was around then that I joined trueachievements.com. They're a great website. They have solutions for your achievements that you're struggling with. They have walkthroughs, they have news articles. If you think of it like a Facebook for your Xbox and your achievements there, it's really pretty much a one-stop shop. I also travel over to xboxachievements.com. They're also a really good solution for their reviews, their articles, and their forums. Anyway, back to the achievements. 200,000 for me was pretty recent, 18th of December. It's about a month ago now. So that's the 100,000 gamer score in 2 years, which I thought was pretty good. It's definitely well above the average there. Aiming to be hitting 300,000 sometime in 2018, maybe earlier if I have a really massive 2017, but I don't think so. I'm going to talk in episode 2 a lot more about the yearly goals I've set for myself. I want to do a show roughly once per week. We'll see how that goes as we progress. But I plan to do this show every week. I want to do some reviews with new games that come out. I want to do some streaming on Twitch and other platforms. Hopefully I can also bring you some game clips of me playing and just my opinion on games and how I feel about the gaming world at the moment. As you can see just behind me here, I also collect a lot of pop vinyls. In Australia they're sold in EB Games and Zing. They're also sold in a lot of other shops that we don't have in Melbourne, standalone shops. But you can get them in a lot of different places. They pop up in BP as well. I don't know about that. But I've got a pop of the week. I've been collecting for, 2.5 years maybe. I started off with Walking Dead, and this one here, this Poncho Daryl, bloody Poncho Daryl, was one of the last ones I got before I completed the Walking Dead side. He's got the Hot Topic sticker. He was only released in the United States, so it cost me nearly $200 Australian. That's one of my favourite pops there. I'm going to bring a pop of the week every single week. I've liked Walking Dead, Dragon Ball Z, Alice in Wonderland, Harry Potter, Doom. You'll see him as the weeks go on. One of the things that we have signed up for this year on trueachievements.com is called the Great True Achievement Scoring Challenge. Now what that is it started 7 days ago, and every week a certain amount of teams get eliminated if they're below the line. I'm not sure what it is below the line for the first week because 28 teams got kicked out, and I think there was about 350, 400 teams in it, so it might be a percentage. But basically you score achievements, and the achievements translate to true achievement score, and the 5 members of your team combine to have a team score. There is also an individual side, and that score keeps you above the line, as it were, for being safe from elimination. So I'm going to put a link to that in the description, so you can head on over to that and see how we're doing. Our team name is the Big Willie 4.0, bigger than ever before. So just thought it was pretty funny. So True Achievements culminates in December, where there are 4 teams in the final week, and whoever has the highest score is crowned the winners. They win a hoodie, I'm pretty sure, with their gamertag and team name embroidered on the back of it. There would be not many of those hoodies in the world, because I think it's only been running about 5 or 6 years. So, yeah, not many of those around. We are aiming for a top 20 finish. We've got a really solid team of 5. We've got myself, Cyrus, who I know from trueachievements.com, and a few other guys, but I'll mention them in future episodes. But I'm going to do a roundup of the Gamerscore Great True Achievement Score Challenge. I just call it the Gamerscore Comp for short. I'm going to do a roundup of that every single week. We have just completed our first week. We finished in position 32 out of the nearly 400 teams with approximately 16,000 True Achievement points. It was well and truly enough to keep us safe. One of our players got all the achievements in Ark Survival Evolved for about 3,000 or 4,000 points. So yeah, we were killing it. Having said that, just as a measure of how strong a team can go for the week, the top 2 teams scored 96,000 points and 84,000 points respectively. So we weren't trying to gain a top position there, because you essentially waste those points for the future weeks if you just go real hard. But there are teams that want to do that, and that's cool. That's their prerogative. There are badges and bonuses for finishing on the top there. So this round, for this current week, there's a bonus of 2,000 points available if you meet a certain challenge. This week is for finishing with a ratio of 3.0 or higher for every person on your team. Now, for those of you who don't know, the ratio on True Achievement works like this. So you have a game like Call of Duty. I think Modern Warfare 3 is a pretty good example. One of the easiest achievements ever available to an achievement hunter, I think it was Modern Warfare 2 or 3, it was to start the new campaign, and I think it was called Back in the Fight. So everyone who started that game pretty much has that achievement. If it's worth 10 gamer score, it'll be worth close to 10 True Achievement points, because relative to how many people have started the game, most people will unlock it. On the flip side, for finishing the veteran campaign, not everyone does that. So it might be worth, say it's worth 10 gamer score as well. It might be worth 30 or 40 achievement points, thus having a ratio of 3 or 4, because not as many people will finish the campaign on veteran. So that's how the ratio works. Basically, ratio is how difficult or long, or difficult and long, it is to complete a game. So we have a bit of a tough week ahead to get this challenge. We want to go pretty deep in the comp, so we want to get as many challenges as we can. But I'll do a roundup of Gamerscore comp every single week. Now, we've got a really good article on the trueachievements.com. It's for the 2016 leaderboards. Now, this got released today, I think, only a few hours ago. You can sort by region, you can sort by game type, platform, you can sort by, there's about 6 or 7 options there. I just sorted my True Achievement points for Australia, and I was 63rd in Australia. I think that's pretty good. I think there's about, I don't even know how many there is on the Australian boards there, but 63rd is pretty good. A friend of mine was saying he was 30th, and another friend, I think, got 4th or 5th. So, yeah, it's pretty good to see that kind of information. There's also, in the events side of things, there's a new game that's just released a couple of days ago called Dead Effect 2. I'd heard nothing about this game in the lead up. Dead Effect looks like if you picture Doom 3, but not dark, and a lot more fun and action oriented, like more of an arcadey type shooter. It's about 16 Australian dollars on the Xbox Live Marketplace. I am going to get it soon, and I'll hopefully be doing a few streams for you guys out there. But we'll see. It relates to how well my backlog goes. On that backlog, I've got a few really long games in there that I haven't started. So I've got Far Cry 4, which I'm going to play with my friend Kanchanaburi. He's in Canada, so we're going to play that together, smash that out in about hopefully 20 hours or so. We've got Gears of War 4, which everyone probably aware of the Seriously 4.0 achievement in that. Maybe 500 hours or so, but I'll be working on that one throughout the year, hopefully unlocking the Seriously 4.0 achievement there. It is one of my really favourite series, Gears of War. I think Judgment was a bit of a depart from the series, but Gears 1, 2 and 3 were brilliant. The Horde mode, I don't remember a Horde kind of mode before Gears of War, and everyone calls it Horde mode, so I'd say Gears of War effectively named what is Horde mode. But yeah, Battlefield 1, Deus Ex, Mankind Divided and Titanfall 2 are all on the list of unstarted games. I've got to finish Far Cry, Bulletstorm, Watch Dogs, Borderlands pre-sequel. So we'll see how we go. I've got another segment here that I'm going to do every week that I can. An underappreciated game of the week. Now, this will be a game where in my opinion, it was underappreciated given a variety of reasons. It could have been that it released next to a titan like Call of Duty or Gears of War or something like that, and it was therefore overlooked. True Achievements ran a similar segment for weeks and weeks. I haven't seen it for a while actually, called the Easter Eggs. It's going to be pretty similar to that, but it's my opinion of that. So on that front, the first game is Rage. Now, Rage is made by id Software, who you guys would no doubt know from Doom, Wolfenstein, those kind of games. Quake, I think they make as well. But really well known. They departed from their well-known franchises and made Rage. Now, Rage is really tight shooter mechanics. It's a really fun game. It's got a really good story as well. And the graphics, at the time I remember thinking, geez, this is a really beautiful game. So check it out, guys. You can get it pretty cheap now. I think I saw it today in EB Games for about $15. The weapons in it, there's a lot of different weapons. A little bit of a different kind of take on the shooter. It's open world, so you can kind of do the side activities as you like and then come back to the mission campaigns. If you guys are like me, you'll do all the side missions first and then go back to the campaigns, but it really gives you that freedom there. The only thing I really disliked about Rage was the ending. It kind of builds up to this crescendo and all of a sudden it's like, oh, the game's finished now. And I think that's a pretty common complaint about the game Rage, which is a shame. They have kind of teased Rage 2, and I think the head of id Software actually came out and said they're really considering doing it, or they may have started it. I'm not sure where I heard that. It might have been on a news article. But it'd be really good if they did end up making that. On the achievements front, Rage, a lot of the achievements are fairly easy. There is a couple of pain in the butt type achievements. There's one for finishing the hardest level of Five Finger Fillet, which is the game where you have the hand out like that and you're like knife, stab, 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 stab like this. And the last level is just an absolute nightmare because I think it's randomised or it goes all over the place and it's really fast and you just end up stabbing yourself in the finger and getting sick of the noise the guy makes when he stabs himself in the finger. There's the usual spread of achievements for finishing certain chapters, finishing the game on certain difficulties, doing all of a particular activity. And there is DLC. There's one DLC pack which released really, really late after the game, which has another harder difficulty achievement for, I think it was Ultra Violence mode, but I might be wrong on that. But then there's some side mission related stuff for a group in there. But check it out, guys. It's a really good game, really cheap. You can play it on a separate tag if you don't want to pop those achievements and crush your achievement completion percentage if you're like me then. Another segment I'm going to want to bring as often as I can is like a gamer score boost game. Now, obviously I really go for the gamer score boost. I've got quite a few of these games. I have got harder games on my tag as well, but if you're looking for a quick boost, this segment will be for you guys as well. So this week we're going to talk about NBA 2K6. Now, the 2K6 games, the earlier ones at least, have been notorious, not just in the NBA, but in Madden and MLB and NHL. They're some of the easier games when developers were still figuring out achievements. NBA 2K6 has 5 achievements only, and they can all be completed in one game. Now, the hardest part of this, setting up this achievement, the achievements for this game, is setting all your sliders. So you want to set the sliders in the options menu favorably for yourself. You're setting your 3-point hitting to max, all that kind of stuff to max, injuries to minimum, and making a game that's about 10 minutes long, so you can meet all the 5 achievement requirements there. I'm not going to go through what they are, you guys can look that up, but it's really, really easy. The game's 10 minutes long, the longest part's changing the sliders. It's really easy, 1000 gamer score. I popped all 5 achievements at the end of that 10-minute game. So it can be done in about an hour tops. Now, if you guys want to talk to me, I'm on Xbox. My gamertag is miserlypluto459. I'll have a link to that in the description down below. You can send me a tweet on Twitter. My handle is @APVanRoon. That'll also be linked in the description. Alright, that's it for this week, guys. I will see you all next episode. Thanks for watching.